Hello and thank you for joining us at Guero Tamales. This right here is our basic red chili sauce. It's a sauce that could be used for tamales and enchiladas or anything. You can put it on top of eggs. You can mix it in with a little bit of ground beef for some spicy burgers. But today we're going to concentrate on this red chili mole sauce for either enchiladas or for tamales. So each kit comes with a variety of dried chilies. You have, there'll be some mancho chilies in there, some guajillos, Anaheim, California, New Mexico chilies, and we like to give you a nice variety of some fresh flavors there. You'll also get 3 unpeeled large cloves of garlic, some cumin, and some flour, and instructions on how to make this sauce. Again, this is a basic sauce and you can add to it if you want to, and we'll give you some hints on what you can add to it and at what point in the recipe. So for right now, you're going to want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees because we're going to toast these chilies for a few minutes, and get a pot that holds 6 cups of water, but you're only going to start to boil or bring to a boil 4 cups of water. And after we toast the chilies, we're going to place them into that boiling water, turn off the heat, and then cover for about 20 minutes. So let's start cooking. Okay, so while the oven is heating up and we get a pot of water boiling, or 4 cups of water boiling, we're gonna take the seeds out of the chilies. What I do is cut the chilies with a pair of like poultry scissors, and wear gloves. There'll be a pair of gloves included with the kit, but if you don't wear gloves, just make sure you wash your hands thoroughly because the resins and everything of the peppers will stay in your hands. And what you can do also is you can also cut lengthwise, just 1 cut through the chili. Don't worry about getting all the seeds out, because when we soak them in the water with that cut up the side, the seeds, the residual seeds, will more than likely fall out and then go into the water. So that's what your chilies should look like before we put them in the oven. You just put them on a cookie sheet or any type of baking sheet, and put them in a 350 degree preheated oven for like 3 minutes. 2 to 5 minutes, but 3 minutes seems to be pretty good for this amount of chilies. We just want to heat them up, toast them a little bit, get those oils and everything and the flavors going, and then we're going to stick them inside the boiling water after they're done. Okay, the peppers have been toasted. You're going to smell them toasting in about 1.5 to 2 minutes. So you don't want to over toast them because they'll end up bitter. So for this amount of chilies, it seems like 3 minutes is pretty good. Then we're going to add these to the boiling water. You want enough water for them to soak in, and then we're going to use about 2.5–3 cups of the water to make the sauce. And again, any residual seeds will probably fall out during this process. So push them down into the water. This lets them soften up, and we're going to cover it and let them sit for about 20 minutes. Okay, now we've soaked the chilies. I put them in the blender with a couple cups of the water, and you'll see here, some of those seeds, like I told you, will come out, but you don't throw away the water just in case you want it a little more thin. So at this point here, I'm going to put in the garlic. I'm going to put an extra clove in. I like garlic. And 2 teaspoons of cumin. And just remember, in cooking, you can always add, but you can't take out. So if you want to just try half the cumin, that's good too. So there we go. We're going to blend that. Okay, we have thoroughly blended everything, and you'll see it's pretty thick. We can add a little more liquid in there, and at this point, if you plan on using it for enchilada sauce, you can You can add a little more liquid, and then you can try to strain out maybe some of the residual seeds or some of the pulp, but it's fine just the way it is as well. I like it a little more thick. I am going to put a little more juice in there and thin it out just a little bit, but that's more than enough sauce there to coat like the meat of a rotisserie chicken, make about 36 tamales. And then the next step is going to be up to you, but we're gonna go through it anyhow, just to show you how to thicken it up if you wanted to. And then also at this point, you can add, if you want to add like half an onion or a quarter of an onion, either a white one or a yellow one, just for some added flavor. That's fine too. So this is the point where if you want to blend anything, blend it right now. This part is totally up to you. There is flour included in the kit, and there's a couple teaspoons. So what you'll do is you'll place a couple teaspoons of oil. I'm using olive oil here, and a couple teaspoons of flour. You kind of just dissolve that on medium heat, and what we're going to do is we're going to add the sauce straight to it and incorporate that together. And that way it'll thicken up. And this is totally optional. We're gonna do it just because it shows it in the recipe. I'll scoop the rest of that stuff out in a second. But that's pretty much how easy it is. And again, you can now you can also you can add some salt. I would just do it about like a half teaspoon at a time, and anything else that you want to add to it. But again, this will be enough sauce to coat at least one whole rotisserie chicken, probably 1.5, and make the 36 tamales that are included in the kit as well if you buy the tamale kit. So if you have any questions, shoot me a text or shoot me an email, message me, like it. But again, this is a basic red chili sauce used for tamales or as an enchilada sauce, and we'll use this sauce to show you how you make tamales, and then also how to make enchiladas from the same sauce. So we're not going to stray away from what we have here. Thank you very much. Subscribe. Let me know what you think. One last thing. Our main goal at Guero Tamales is to teach you not to be afraid of food. Learn how to use basic fresh ingredients. Make the sauce at least one time, or the dish one time yourself from scratch, and it'll really make you appreciate the flavors. And that way, the next time, if you want to do it again, you can add something different. You can take something out, or even if you bought the canned product, or you go to a restaurant and you try somebody else's, it'll give you a sense of what's in it. So what should this taste like? It should taste just like how it looks. I think it looks good, but it's very deep, red, smoky, earthy taste. And again, you can add a little bit of salt to it to enhance some of the flavors. And then when you throw the chicken or the cheese or the beef or what have you, everything just complements each other. So we like to have fun with food. We're going to make some extreme tamales, things that are really unorthodox and non-traditional, but this is the basic. We can get the basics down, and then we can have fun from there. Thanks a lot. Subscribe.